You need a clapperboard.
Let's see. I'm in frame perfectly. You're out of frame, so move.
Whatever. Say some things. Scene A, take 4, whatever.
I don't even know what this is anymore. We're just like screwing around.
That's not too bad. I'm Puppy.
What? No, you're a cat. I'm the puppy.
I'm Puppy.
I'm the pupper. Can you hold this?
Wow. Fish. I love fish.
It's fish. It's fish.
Wow.
Ah.
I'm just recovering from a cold, so yeah, I might die.
This isn't how we do BetaEtaDelota intros.
I hate fish.
You hate fish?
They're the bane of my existence.
What? How does a cat not like fish?
They're too tiny.
Warlord is massive. He is an absolute unit.
Oh, okay. Achoo!
Oh, that's actually adorable. That's perfect.
Alright. Got the thumbnail.
We got everything now, I think.
Video's over.
Video's over.
Oh.
You're a cat.
I'm a robot.
You're a cat. You're a jaguar, right?
I am Jaguar robot.
Oh my god, I got that right. The Meow Pass.
I got Meow Plus.
You have Meow Plus?
I just got Meow Plus last week.
What's
I can watch all of the shows.
What kind of shows?
All of them. All of them.
Hey yo guys, my name is BetaEtaDelota or Maverick, and I'm joined with...
Hi, I'm Manchas. I'm a jaguar. Meow.
Cat. Cat!
Cat things. Ah.
I love cats. So I'm joined with Manchas the Jaguar. If you didn't know by the title of this video, he was my classmate in high school. And long story short, we met a couple of years later in the furry fandom, and here we are in this video. So do you want to tell the audience a little bit about yourself, Manchas?
Sure. So hi, I'm Manchas. I'm a jaguar. Not to be confused with a cheetah. I guess I'm a photographer. I like to take photos sometimes, you know. I like to do videos. They're pretty cool. I go to cons sometimes. Yeah, this year I'm helping out with A&E, the local con in Boston. It's gonna be very cool. Y'all should go. It's you know, roaring 20s.
I'll be there.
Yeah, in real life, I'm an electrical engineering student. I'm also a computer and systems engineering major. I'm dual majoring. It's pretty cool. Cool stuff. You know, very interested in that. And yeah.
You're pretty cool, I'll say that.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
Yeah, he's pretty cute. Look at him! To be fair, I haven't seen another jaguar in the fandom, so like...
Oh.
Obviously, like, I'm like, oh, cheetah, and it's not you. So
yeah.
like...
Oh yeah, I get that all the time. Yeah.
Manchas is my friend. As you know, back in high school, when we first met more or less in sophomore year, we weren't even really like friends per se. We were just more of acquaintances. Like we were in the same classes, and then like things happen. And then, what is it, like a full 4 years later, we met up at a furry convention, and here we are. In this, we're just going to be talking about, you know, how we met, and then we're going to talk about, I don't know, just a little bit about us, and like how things came to be.
Meow.
I mean, you're a cat, you just derp around. Do you act like a normal house cat, or like, what do you act more like?
I act like, I don't know. I act like
a cat?
I act like I'm Tom Cruise. I'm an actor.
Tom Cruise?
You know?
With your whiskers, do you ever stab people?
Yeah, all the time. You know, if I'm like hugging someone who's not a fursuiter, it's right about eye level. So, you know, if I just turn my head slightly, then stabs them right in the eye. Yeah, really jumps out at you.
So do you have to register those as weapons? So do you have to have a license to carry with that?
No, it's a concealed carry.
Damn it.
You know, people don't see them because they're you know, they kind of blend in. And
he's thought of everything. I don't even have that. The only thing I have that's remotely close to it is like my plush horn, and that's it. And it doesn't do anything. It's just everyone wants to touch it, and I'm always horny apparently. So, I don't know. I'm bad at this. So, do you remember specifically when we like first met? Because weren't you in my algebra class in freshman year of high school?
I think so. Gosh,
Did you have Mead?
That was such a long time ago, you know? I try to excise those years from my memory, you know?
Was it that bad?
I just can't remember anything. I'm just dumb, I guess. I'm a dumb cat.
Yeah, well, I'm just a dumb wagon.
Oh. Wow.
We can be dumb together!
Ah!
I'm going back off of memory entirely. Just to sort of disclose it, Manchas and I did go to the same high school, a Catholic, all-guys private high school, if I'm correct. Yeah, it was a mess. You know, I learned a lot, and I'm an engineer now, and so is he. Both of us are finishing up our degrees this year, so, like, that's exciting. The last memory, or the very first memory I had with you, or at least I think, in freshman year algebra in high school.
Freshman year algebra?
Yeah.
Huh.
We're in algebra, or was it pre-algebra? What happened was, I got to really, like, I guess, know him from our geometry class together in our sophomore year of high school. So, do you remember anything specifically about that?
I remember learning about triangles. I love triangles. We had this teacher called,
oh boy.
He was pretty cool.
Oh boy, he was something. Yeah, he made some jokes, and then, like, we tried making some jokes, and then it didn't really work out as well.
I think he made a really offensive joke at one point, and then that was, like, kind of a scandal throughout the whole school or something, and then everyone forgot about it.
I don't know if you had this during your sophomore year of high school, but I definitely had a sort of, I guess, phase of interests. And that's kind of how you and I sort of, like, first met and interacted with each other. I don't know if you don't watch my content, do you?
No.
Okay, good. So, if you guys remember from my experience as a young furry, I had this little phase where I was interested in, The Lion King and the Monsters, Inc. and Monsters University universes. And this is how this guy kind of came into play with that. I don't know if you remember, but you were my first ever commission. Because you don't remember, I remember this very specifically. I do have the art somewhere on my PC. It's somewhere, it still exists. You and I think we added each other on Facebook or something. It would have been obvious if we did. And I, like, messaged you because you said you were doing, like, art and all that. And I'm like, hey, could you do something for my channel?
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Oh my god, that was such a long time ago. Oh, boy.
So I needed a little art piece for my channel that I could throw at the outro of it. This is the BHD Waffles phase. As some may remember it. Like a rare, 1% may remember it. What was it? I asked you for an art piece of the lion from The Lion King, Copa, with some Astra headsets. Now, just keep in mind, I was just a gamer. I was a gamer, anime nerd. Not really a furry, per se. I was just
Oh, you used to do the Let's Plays, right?
I did Let's Plays, yes. Oh my god. And you still tease me about it! I don't know what happened, but we just sort of did, a low-key commission where, you did art for me of that. And you were like, hey, just, give me $10 back in geometry class when classes start again. Because this was over winter break that I asked him to do this. And he totally did it for me. And I still have the art of it.
That's going to be so bad. Please don't look at it.
So, what happened was class starts, I'm at my desk, and you come in. You're in the row behind me. Or you're in the row next to me, so you come up to me, I'm like, all right! So I hand you the $10, and it just goes on. And I don't think I've had any other interaction with you for the rest of that year. Now, can I ask, I don't know if you know that, I don't know if you can answer this from your memory, but were you a furry back then?
No, absolutely not.
When did you become a furry?
I was aware of it, right? I definitely, that was my DeviantArt phase, where I, I used to, just, browse stuff. Just a lurker, right? I didn't really, post anything or have any social media accounts. I just kind of, existed, looked at stuff I thought was kind of cool. Probably throughout high school, and then it was not till, freshman year of college where I really, started to, interact with literally anyone else.
So if anyone wanted to know how my first ever art commission happened, it was from him.
What?
After that point of me commissioning you, so after that commission, I didn't talk to you at any point after that for 4 years. We all graduated, we went through high school, we graduated, We went off to college, and then we just so happened to both be at the same furry convention, or at least my first furry convention, Anthro New England 2018. Do you remember that at all?
That was a coincidence, actually. So that year, I happened to be on staff for A&E, and I was working the reg lines. So, you know, I'm there printing out, you know, people's badges, and so I saw this person come up, right? And, you know, he looked kind of familiar, but, you know, I couldn't be the same, the person who I thought it was, because, you know, I was from, like, a long time ago, it was from my high school years. And then he comes up to me, he's like, he wants a badge, right? I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. So I asked him his ID and everything, and read the name, you know, start typing it in, and I'm like, whoa, it's you. It's you. What? Am I like? Wait a minute. That's crazy.
So yeah, we ran into each other without any knowledge of knowing where each other was at my first furry convention. And believe it or not, you were the first person I interacted with at that con.
Wow.
I just went to register, and I went up to the line. I'm like, this guy looks familiar. We just like talked a bit, and of course, like, I'm still socially anxious about it. It was my first con, I didn't know anyone, and I was by myself. So then you asked me for my telegram, and we just like exchanged telegrams. Even though it was like my first time really using it, and we didn't interact much after that, even still.
No, I was working reg the whole weekend.
Yeah, well, you work with what you can.
Yeah.
You work with what you can. After that point, I genuinely like thought back to that point when I like commissioned you, and then like, you know, knew of you in high school, and I'm like, that explains a lot. Who else would take like a random commission for some Lion King fan art? And I'm like, he has to have had some interest in it. And it's like, you know, that explains a lot, because I assumed that you were a furry back then, which you clearly said you weren't, but like, there was that interest there, at the very least, in, like, anthropomorphic animals, because you wouldn't have taken my commission if you were just weirded out by it, right?
I mean, it's pretty run-of-the-mill for what you'd find on DeviantArt, so, you know.
Look, man, in high school, $10 is $10. You need to eat lunch.
Yep, that's the deal.
Oh my god. Now I want to see some art of, like, you eating some, like, hot fries.
Just, like, shoving them all in my mouth, like...
Anyone want to do that?
Dude, so the best snack that I found was, if you take hot fries and then take the, like, the little free, cream cheese packets that they give you with, like, bagels, right?
Yeah.
And you dip the hot fries in the cream cheese. Right, it sounds so weird.
That sounds so gross!
Yeah, but the thing is, here's the thing, right? The cream cheese, like, totally, like, masks the spiciness of the hot fries. So you end up with, like, the super crunchy, like, you know?
I knew a kid in middle school who would, like, he got a salad, what is it? He'd, like, crunch up some, like, potato chips and add salt to it and, like, eat that whole thing. Like, that sounds kind of gross, but, like, this is just, like, I don't know about that, Chief. I don't know about this one, Chief.
Dude, hey, don't knock it till you tried it, man.
So after the con, I didn't actually talk to him till I think it was like, what, the summertime of that year? When I was starting to get more involved in the fandom during the summer, I think either you contacted me or I contacted you, and then we met up from there and like actually hung out and like met.
Yeah, I went to a Five Guys and just had some food. That was
Oh,
pretty cool.
Five Guys, it was so lit.
Yeah, so lit. Got that shake.
You ever have that moment where you go and get food with someone, and they don't get food, they just get like a drink or something, and you get like a full meal?
Dude,
That is like the most awkward thing ever. Hashtag Kigu Squad. Thug life.
Snug life.
Snug life. Oh shit, here we go again. But yeah, even after that point, I really don't think we've like hung out much, besides like now with this once in a blue moon opportunity where we just like message each other like, hey, you back home? Okay, good. You want to hang out? Oh, sure. It just happened.
Well, yeah, I mean, we live like pretty much down the street, so.
I mean, you're like an hour away, sort of.
Nah.
Other than us meeting up for the first time after 4 years at A&E, that was pretty much how him and I kind of got to know each other more. Probably the innate interest in fluffy, cute animals, along with our at least experiential high school experience. Is that a word that I can use?
It's an experiential experience, indeed.
But since him and I were in more or less the same classes in terms of, like, I guess, honor roll, super smart classes, and at least an innate interest in engineering, I know you're electrical and I'm mechanical, we sort of got along with that. Like, even when we met up at Five Guys, you and I talked a little bit about fandom stuff. We mainly talked about engineering stuff, which I had no clue what you were doing, because I can't understand electronics for the life of me.
Yeah, I love engineering. It's very cool, especially electronics, because, you know, they make things happen. And it's like, whoa. You can make things happen.
Wow.
Alright.
Oh my god. You want to go to Dairy Queen after this?
I could use a milkshake. I love milkshakes. Meow.
I don't know what I'm gonna get at Dairy Queen. I always go and it's like everything sounds good, but like I can only get one thing.
You know what you should do? You should get nothing.
I should go to Dairy Queen and get nothing?
Right, so then I can drink the milkshake, and then you can get nothing.
And then the tables can be turned where I watch you eat, and then it's awkward for you instead.
Right.
Honestly, we should just do a video where I go to Dairy Queen in fursuit.
Wow, we should go to Walmart in fursuit.
No, we'll get kicked out. Let's do a cute boop.
Hey, that's mine.
But the wagon likes playing with it.
The wagon?
The wagon.
What's the wagon?
I'm the wagon.
The wagon?
I'm the wagon.
Why are you the wagon?
Because I'm the wagon.
Are you wagon?
I am wagon.
You wagon and you the wagon.
I know, I am the wagon that's wagon. You are...
I want my money back.
Cat. This room... So for reference, we are in my fraternity house right now since no one else is here right now. And the room that I live in is called the stable. So my god, the wagon's in the stable. Oh my god! Alright, so now I have a question for you then.
Alright, go ahead.
Or I have two questions for you. One, why a Jaguar?
Well...
And like, the Jaguar you have is very just like a Jaguar.
Yeah.
Like, why a Jaguar? And what was like the idea, the inspiration of going just so basic, but also being so you? Because like I said, I don't see many Jaguars, and like I can pick you out in a crowd so easily.
Wow.
Well, that's also because you're a Jill suit.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so
a
smart.
Jill costume. Back in the old days, I used to really like, like wolves, because that was the thing. That was really in, right? But then I thought about it more and more, and I'm like, if I want to join this fandom, right, I gotta have a nice character, because I can't just be like 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, right? So I gotta like come up with like a unique character design and everything. So like I gotta put some work into this, basically. So I was like just thinking of like some cool animals, and like what's a cool animal, right?
I mean, dogs are nice. I'm technically a dog.
Dog's bad. So I mean, like jaguars are pretty. Wait, coyote thing. What?
I don't know. I'm just trying to show that I'm paying attention even though I'm not. I'm bad at this.
Well, jaguars are cool, right? Because they exist in North America, and they're a cat, and they're cool, and cats are good, and being cool is good. So I want jaguars.
If they
Jaguars
exist
are
in
cool.
North America? Everything
slightly.
wants to kill you in Australia. Ask Bakari. Hey, Bakari. Does everything want to kill you in Australia? That explains the jaguar thing. I think it's pretty cute.
Yeah,
would you say that you're I could definitely vouch for this, but would you say that your jaguar sort of embodies, I guess, yourself? Like, what would you like describe your jaguar as? Like an extension of yourself, or like an extension of a personality you want to have? I'm kind of curious about that because I've never really asked.
That's a really tough question, and I don't think I've thought about that too much. I mean, it's just like a character, and I have fun, basically. I don't really read too deep into that. I'm just out here to have fun, I'm existing. Free time, not working type of thing,
I mean,
pretty
that's
cool.
fair. You need some sort of like escape from the real world, otherwise you go insane.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that.
Also, I like fursuits.
Fursuits are nice. I understand that in terms of like the engineering perspective. If I am doing nothing but analyzing wind turbines all day, I will go insane. And the furry fandom and fluffy animals and simple white wagons
She's got a fursuit, be wild.
and fluffy jaguars are exactly what I need. And then the other question, where does your name come from? Your name Manchas.
That is a very good question, because a lot of people who I meet just, ask me, or they assume that my name comes from like that Zootopia movie, right? Because in Zootopia there's a jaguar named Manchas who's like, and he's the driver for like a limo, basically. Things happen in the movie. Actually, I kind of picked it because this was before Zootopia was released, so I got it first, all right? But okay, so simple answer, it means spots.
Really?
In Spanish. Yeah, it has like a bunch of meanings, but yeah, Spots is like one of them, and Spots is cute, so meow.
I really dig that.
Thank you.
Like, I really like that. That's really cute. That kind of reminds me of, like, where Majira's name came from. Like, Majira in Swahili is sunrise or sunshine.
Oh, wow.
So sunshine strawberry.
I didn't know that.
That's really cool. It's really cute. I might probably be wrong, and Majira is probably gonna, like, crucify me later or something. But, like, either way, I think that's really cool. You are cool, Manchas. I hereby deem this Jaguar, Cougar, Coyote, Fox thing cool.
I already knew that.
Oh. Oh, so one last thing that I have for you. Do you want to stay life jacket?
You bet I do.
Wait, really?
No.
Oh, okay. But hey, this has been Manchas. Great friend of mine. Finally getting to, like, hang out with him once in a blue moon. Yeah, are we missing anything? Is there anything else? I don't know.
That's all I got.
He's so cool. He's such a cool cat. He's not the cool cat,
cold.
but he's a cool cat. And this was more or less the story of how I met one of my high school classmates in the furry fandom. 4 years later. Are we gonna do an outro, or are we just gonna, like, leave this as is?
I'm just staring at the camera.
But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you later. Stay life jacket.
Meow.
Ah.